Let me show you how to set up a static HTTP server, which you can run from the command line and requires zero configuration. Now, if you want to learn more about it, just Google http-server space node, and you should find the node package. And to run it, all you need to do is run this npx command, and it will simply download it once, and then from then on, you can run it as many times as you want. You can add it in as a global package using npm. You can even download it using Homebrew, and you can also add it as a package if you do have a package.json. Let me now show you how to set it up using npx. And to do that, let me jump over to my terminal, and here I've got a very basic index.html, and it is a boilerplate Bootstrap page. Now, to run the web server, all we need to do is type in npx http-server. Now, the first time you run this, it will download the package, but I've already downloaded it. And straight away, you can see a few options here. Then it gives me two IPs with the ports. So here we have localhost on port 8080. So if I click on that, it will display this beautiful Bootstrap 5 basic template. And now you can use it as a static HTTP server. Another thing you can do, so let's jump back into our terminal. You can also see a log of all of the requests. Now, chances are you may want to change the port. Now, to do that, let's again type in npx http server, put in a P for port, and I can add in a bunch of ports. So 8765, and it is going to then run it off those ports. Now, another thing you can do is point it to a specific folder. So if I turn this off and then have a look at my current directory structure, you will see a web root folder. So if we go into there, we have another index.html. So if I close all of this, bring everything back up, and simply type in /webroot. Now, by default, if a public folder is available, it will use that as the document root. And you can see that in the documentation. So if we come along down here, you can see that path will default to public if the folder exists. Otherwise, it'll just be the root directory. So if we type this in and hit enter, it will then serve the HTML and the files from web root. And then if we go there, now you may have to do a hard refresh, because I do know that if we refresh, now we have hit a problem. So let's have a quick look. Let's go back into our terminal, and I've realized that I am in web root. So what I need to do is jump back so that we do have the web root from this root directory. And again, I need to run this command. And if we now go to it again, we have hello world web root. So you can see that it is serving the files from the web root directory. So if you want to run a static HTTP server locally and not have to configure anything, take a look at HTTP server package.